Hello guys, I'm going to be showing you how to tie an ashoke gele. First thing first, you have to fold your gele, and folding it just very little. The next thing you're going to do, you're going to place it on your head. Try to avoid your forehead totally. That's why I have makeup on, because I'll show you how it is. Okay, let's say you're rushing for a party and all, and you want to tie a gele and everything, and you don't want to stain your makeup, so that's why I have my makeup on. Yeah, I know I'm ranting. So next thing you're going to do is move it to the right and to the left side. Then whichever part you're comfortable with, that's the one you would move forward. I'm going to be moving my right side forward because that's what I feel comfortable with. Make sure the gele is very firm and neat. So you have to really make sure it is tight, and when you're pleating, you have to make sure your pleating is also very neat, and you have to be really patient. That's why I'm like emphasizing on the patience, because it takes a lot of time, but at the end of the day, it is always beautiful. So now I'm going to be pushing my hand through the gele at the back to get to pleat from the back. So I'm just going to continue my pleating. So for people that always complain after they tie their gele that it's too tight and all, they have headache and they can't wear their gele for too long. If you're the one tying your gele or someone is tying your gele, I think the best thing for you to do is tell the person not to make it too tight. And if you're the one tying your gele, don't make it too tight. Just make it firm as possible, because I always have a headache also after tying my gele. My gele doesn't even last up to an hour in my head when I go for a party, so I always make sure I have a brush in my bag, so immediately I'm taking it off, I'm either brushing my weave or packing it neatly. So back to tying the gele, just make sure while you're pleating it, you're also smoothing it out so it is really smooth and neat. And you still have to have a lot of patience. You don't need to do so much pleating, but most people I've met, friends, family, they always request for a lot of pleating when I have to tie gele for them. So you can, but you don't need to over pleat. And now next thing I'm doing is bringing the other hand that I forgot at my back intentionally to the front. And while you're doing this, you need your neck as a support to hold it while you're trying to pull the one at the back to make it tight. But if you have anybody at home while tying your gele, you could beg the person to please hold it for you at the back, so you don't need to go through this stress. Then just continue pleating and neatening up your gele. And I'm pulling all out so that it is firm also and it doesn't just look too big and scattered. Also try to avoid your gele falling on your face. That's what I did over there. And now I'm going to be tying my gele. Yeah, I know the back looks very unneat right now, but I'm still going to sort that out. For my middle part, there are people that like to bring out their hair, but I do not feel like bringing out my hair today. But if you want to, what you just have to do is open the middle part of the gele like a flower, then you can bring out your weave or your braid. But right now I don't want to do that, so after I'm done tying my gele, I'm going to tuck it in. So the next thing I'm doing is I want to retie the second time and make sure it's firm and I'm done tying. But if you don't want to do it like this, what you can do is pull back first, so you can bring out a bit of brush in front if you want to, but I don't want to because my hairline right now doesn't look very good, so that's why it's like this. And I've made sure it's not close to where my makeup or my brows are. So now you're going to continue pleating. You have to really have a lot of patience and take your time. It takes a lot of time, quite alright, but at the end of the day, it is worth it. Then you can do it in a systematic form of taking it 1 2 3 in your mind, like you pick it 1 2 3 1 2 3. Then when you're done doing that, you take it all around in a circular motion, so you're basically doing your pleat in a faster method. But I didn't learn this in one day, so you don't need to do it exactly like this. But if you feel you can, you could. But if you think it's too stressful for you, just do it gradually, step by step. You don't need to rush. Patience is a key when tying your gele, and you just have to be calm. Don't be too tense. Don't be like, oh my god, this is a mess. Where am I going to with this? Just calm down. It'll come out beautiful, but you just have to be calm and relaxed and just continue pleating, because that's the beauty of gele. Every party you go to now in Lagos, you want to be like, oh yes, I tied this gele too from a pro. You don't need to get a professional to tie your gele. You can always do that yourself. So for the back, I'm also anyway pleating it to bring it forward, so they look like they're joined together, but they're two separate sides, but they will become interwoven that you can't separate them, but at the same time you can separate them. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is putting my pin. You don't need a pin, but I just want to use a pin just to hold my gele down, because this gele is not so hard, it's a bit soft. Because okay, let's say you're going to a party and your gele is a bit soft and all, you know, by the time you org and all that, it might wobble, but with this it would stay firmly and perfectly. But for all those hard geles and all now that we get from parties in our ashebis and all, you don't need to stress about those ones. Those ones will stay perfectly. So guys, this is how to go about it, and just knitting your gele again one more time and you're done, you're good. Yeah, I'm just touching it again because I feel like, and I just want it to be knit. So guys, that's how to do your gele. Bye. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and leave your questions in the comment section. Bye.